Hi friends, thank you so much for coming back to craft with me today, and welcome if you are new here. My name is Alyssa. I hope that you are all doing well, and if you celebrated Halloween, I hope you had a great Halloween. For today's project, I am going to be making this mini gratitude journal, and of course you can make this whatever theme you want. If you're already doing your Christmas crafting, this would be a cute little Christmas journal as well. And it's no-sew. We're only using paper and glue for this project. So for this one, I used my Berry Tapestry Fall paper pad here from Michaels, and I'll be using that today as well. But on the front, of course, I had to just put grateful since this is going to be my gratitude journal. And there's actually just a bunch of pocket pages and pockets in general. So you guys know I love my pockets. So here's just a journaling card I made that says, "Be thankful." You could probably even add a small photo as well to these little cards or inserts. And when you open it up, you have a side pocket here. So there's my little Cherish journaling card with a pumpkin there. I just have a little vellum piece here and Cozy Season in the corner. And then this is a pocket page as well. So I just made this tag. I added that cute little bow to the top and it says, "When the clock strikes midnight, pumpkin everything." That's actually from a different paper pad, but I loved that quote. And I love the little bow poking out there. And over here I have a tag for some writing space. I added a vellum page because I like to do that as well. And there's a sticker here and a little tab, and you can kind of see the sentiment behind it, but it is on the next page here, and it says, "Focus on what's important." And then just some more pages. This page I made I made a pocket here. Look on the bright side. And I just have a few little journaling pieces in this pocket. And this is the middle of the journal. So as you can see here in the very middle, you could even sew in another signature or tie a string around it and add more pages. So you could totally add to this or just keep it as this, as I'm going to show you. But anyway, I've added an extra page here, just some coffee dyed paper. This is actually a sticky note and I have smile, but I'm thinking maybe I'll put just a photo here over top. And another pocket with a tag, and you can journal inside of that. And then over here, just some other fun little pieces. A pumpkin that you can write on the inside as well. And a pocket page here. So I have a taller journaling card. There we go. All right, and the last few pages, this I turned into a pocket. And I put this tag in here, but I didn't really decorate it or anything quite yet. And that says, "Give thanks." And then one last little side pocket. So I have one journaling card in there, and of course, a top loading pocket. So I have, "Be open to whatever comes next." Whoops. There we go. And that's my little journal. Of course, it can be any kind of journal. It doesn't have to be a gratitude journal, but lately I've just been into focusing on just the positives of my life and being thankful for the little things. So I really wanted to create a journal to help document those things so I can look back on something and be thankful and grateful for what I have in my life. So grab some paper and we can create one of these together. To start off, you will just need actually 3 sheets that are 12 inches wide by 7 inches tall. One of them is going to be your cover, and then the other 2 are just going to be the pages on the inside. So let's just start with the cover for now, our first 12 by 7. This is mine, and we're just going to line it up at the 12-inch side. And by the way, you can really make this whatever height you want it to be. So if you want to do 12 by 6, 12 by 8, whatever. I chose 12 by 7. So this is what we're going to score at on the 12-inch side. So first we've got 1 3/4. We have 5 3/4. And then 6, 6 1/4. And then we're going to go all the way to 10 1/4. So we're basically going to be taking the 2 ends here, and we're going to fold those in. These are going to be the inside side pockets. So we'll start with that. And then I did this for the spine just so you could have a little bit of curvature to it. It's like a little bit bendy, and you just have the space as well for all of your pages and signatures on the inside. So we're basically just going to fold gently along these 3 score lines. Okay, let me move that sticky, and I'll show you how the spine just ends up looking. Okay, so that's going to be our cover. We're going to set that to the side, and now we're going to grab our other 12 by 7 sheets here. So there's my first one. I just love this one for Thanksgiving. And there's my second one. And these we're going to score the same exact way. Super easy. We're just going to do 4 and 8 on the 12-inch side, of course. Four and 8. And we'll do that here too. Okay. So I'm going to start with this one. And I'm going to bring back my cover to show you. Okay, just had to remove the scoreboard first. So we're going to open up our journal here, and this page is going to get tucked behind this flap here, and then we're just going to accordion fold it. So we'll fold this over, and then we'll fold this other part back. Like that. So we're going to get a top loading pocket here, the side pocket, of course, a top loading pocket here, and that'll be a page too. And then we're going to do the same thing in the back with our other sheet. That one gets tucked behind here, and we'll just fold it over this way, and this score line we fold back. All right, and that's essentially how we're going to put it together. And you could totally leave it at just this, but I did add a few additional pages. And before we do add them, I'm just going to glue this side down first. So let's start with that. And in my first one, I did corner round my pocket here, which you can do if you want, but let's just glue this down. So first what I'm going to do is, since I want a side pocket or a top loading pocket here, I'm going to just glue the bottom of this panel and then the side right like to the left of my score line here. So just don't go over your spine, of course. And then I will pop my paper right over top. Make sure it's nice and snug and aligned how you want it to be, nice and straight. Okay, once that is dry, then you can go ahead and glue down your side pocket there, just by gluing the top and the bottom here, of course, and we can bring that over. Now, once you have that, we are going to glue this page together too, but if you want to add extra pages, this is where we're going to add them. So let me just set this to the side for a minute and bring back my scoreboard here. So you can really add as many pages as you want. That will fit, of course, but for the additional pages, I just chose 4, and they are 4.5 wide by 7 inches tall, and I just score them all at 1/2 inch on the left here to give them a little tab. So I've got vellum, some pumpkins, more coffee dyed paper, and some fall trees. So all of these I'm just going to score at 1/2 inch on the left. So I'm going to start with my vellum here on the 4.5 inch side, of course. We will give it a tab there, and I'll just fold it over. And I'm going to do 2 per side. So I'm going to take my pumpkins here and also give them a 1/2 inch tab. And actually, I want the tab going this way. Like that. So they're going to just stack up like this. And you know what? I'm just going to score these 2 as well. So since I have my scoreboard here, let's just get that done and out of the way. Okay, but I will do these 2 after. And I'll bring back my journal. And so this is the page we're working with, this pocket page. And we're going to flip it open there and just attach any additional pages to the inside. So I want to do my vellum first. So I'm just going to glue my tab and attach it. Just right to the back of this panel. And then I'll do the same thing here with my pumpkin paper and glue my tab here on the front and attach it to the back here. Okay, so those will be my 2 additional pages. Now I'm going to just open up this whole panel here. So this, where we're going to create a pocket, and I'm just going to glue it shut. So let's pop some glue at the bottom and then on the side here. And then we can close everything up. So we'll get that pocket page there. All right, so let's let this side dry. And we're pretty much going to do the same thing in the back here. So again, that's going to go underneath. So we'll just glue the side here, whoops, here. And the bottom. Pop that right over top. And then we can go ahead and glue down this side pocket in the back. Okay, and then same thing, this is a top loading pocket here, but we're going to add additional pages, of course. So we will just do this one, and then my coffee dyed paper will go over top. Like that and that. Okay, so let me glue this one first. Now I'm going to glue the tab here on the back and attach it to the back of this panel. And same thing with my coffee dyed paper. Okay, and then just open up this whole portion again and glue that shut. And that'll be your top loading pocket page there. And that's pretty much it. And if you have single-sided paper and these are blank, you can make pockets like how I did with my first one. I just used my scraps and made pockets like that. You could just leave them blank for extra writing space or photo space. But that's everything for the journal. And then, like I said, you could even sew in another signature in the middle portion here, or you could tie a string around and do like a traveler's journal type thing and just slide pages underneath your string. But just so this video isn't too long, I think I will end it here. I know I didn't do any decorating or anything like that, but I just wanted to show you guys how to put it together at least, and then you can have fun using your imagination to decorate your very own journal. Doesn't have to be a gratitude journal. It could be Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate, Thanksgiving. So thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more crafty fun and inspiration. And leave me a comment down below. I've missed talking to all of you so much, and I've missed your kind comments. So I will talk to you all very soon in my next one. Happy crafting and huge hugs!